welcome to today's tip on Living Fully Alive. Today, you're going to get the skinny on fat. We're going to learn more about the final macronutrient that we've been discussing. We've talked about proteins, we've talked about carbohydrates. Now we're going to talk about the third of the three macronutrients, fat. As you'll learn today, there is good fat, there's bad fat, and there's ugly fat. So, does your body need fat? Absolutely it does. It's an essential component to life. It's what helps to build cell walls and makes our brain function. So there's four types of fat. There's saturated fats, trans fats, monounsaturated fats, and polyunsaturated fats. Let's talk about each of those briefly. So saturated fats, typically we consider as a relatively unhealthy fat if eaten in excess. So it comes from animals, meat, dairy products such as red meat, cheese, butter, pork, ice cream, lamb and poultry all have saturated fats. Saturated fats I think of as being solid at room temperature, if that helps. The oils that tend to be liquid at room temperature are healthier. So we know that saturated fats can elevate the LDL, the bad cholesterol, therefore can lead to heart disease. So the recommendations from the American Heart Association is not to exceed 5% of your daily caloric intake of saturated fat. What does that mean? So for a person who's eating about 2,000 calories a day, that means you should not eat more than 13 grams of saturated fat. So as you're looking at nutrition labels, you can look and see, well, how much how much saturated fat is in a serving of that particular food item. And as long as we're keeping it under 13 grams a day, we're doing well. Trans fats, that's the bad guy. This is the worst of them all. In fact, so bad that in 2013, the FDA banned food manufacturers from adding trans fats. Unfortunately, there were some loopholes, and there's still some food products that have trans fats. So watch out for crackers, cookies, cakes, frozen pies, snack foods, frozen pizza, fast food, and things with vegetable shortening in it. Then there's the monounsaturated fats. These are plant-based, liquid at room temperature. These can be heart healthy and actually can lower the bad cholesterol or the LDL in our blood. Some of the foods that contain monounsaturated fats include olive oil, canola oil, peanut oil, sunflower oil, and sesame oil. Then we have polyunsaturated fats. These are the oils that are in plants and fish. They're rich in vitamin E and also in omega-3, which makes them healthy and will also reduce the LDL or bad cholesterol in our blood. Things that have polyunsaturated fats include fish like salmon, trout, mackerel, herring, and tuna. And then sunflower oil, soybean oil, canola oil, flaxseed, walnuts, and sunflower seeds. So a diet more rich in these kinds of fats is a good thing. So we talk about grams a lot, a gram of this, a gram of that. I think it's important for people to understand what exactly is a gram of anything. So just to give you an example, a gram is equal to a raisin. So one raisin weighs 1 gram. So put that into perspective as we're talking about how many grams of certain things you should limit yourself to in a day. As we wrap up our discussion on the three macronutrients, I think this is an important thing to note. Protein has about 4 calories per gram. And now you know what a gram is. It's about the size of a raisin. So 4 calories per gram of protein, 4 calories per gram of carbohydrates. But look at fat. The same 1 gram has 9 calories. So it's more calorie dense than the other foods. So we have to keep that in mind. If you're eating foods higher in fat, even the healthy fats, you're going to get more calories. So that's it. Now you have the skinny on fat. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.